Mic test. We seem to be good. Oh, why is it still... Oh, it didn't update when I changed. You could have told me that, Yar. Congratulations on first. Yada yada blah blah blah. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody. We so excited. We so excited. Waiting, looking forward to the weekend. I don't know, Friday. By Rebecca Black. Absolute banger of the century. That was a joke. I didn't want to be a bother. Well, I mean, that was because I restarted OBS. I had already fixed it. We so excited. We are owning that song. We are letting Rebecca Black have her moment because she was scammed by that company. And I say that moment, I know it was like, God knows how long ago. Just roll with it. What happened to C, Tantalus? What happened to C? Not that C. Speaking of C, that joke wrote itself, but it was a complete coincidence. Holy sugar cookies, Batman. Hi, C. Welcome in. Today, we play Aviary Attorney while playing... we play an Aviary Attorney while playing Rebecca Black in the background. Thank you for the offering, Triggs. But yes, hello everybody. Hello Yar. Hello Toast. Hello Fire. Hello Minari. Hello Tantalus. Hello C. Hello Triggs. Triggs is here, so there's nothing to fear. Everybody who is also lurking in the shadows, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And sorry, I'm replying to a message. It's okay. You have a life. Just play Friday for a 16-hour stream. Honestly, should I make... Like, I'm planning to have like a donathon when my affiliate anniversary comes up. Should I make Cage Sings Friday a goal on that? Or should I just do 4-hour Friday stream? We have to do it on Friday. No, please, no. Sure. Listen. I understand why people hate the song. I'm never gonna claim it's a good song. But it's that kind of, this is cringe but I like it kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Any hoozle. No, I don't. You don't have a song you like that everyone else hates, or that you know is a bad song, but you like it anyway? Like, forget Friday exists for a second. If you tell me no, you're lying. We will see. Maybe I will make it a goal. I already have a similar goal. Hi, Minty. 100th offering while I'm talking about singing. It's destiny. Minty, it's destiny, I think. That you come in and make your 100th offering while I'm talking about singing a song that apparently Yar hates with a burning passion. And you get an offering for Puri. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 oh Scoom. Warframe stream. Win? Never, probably. At least it's not Thriller. You hate Thriller? That's like a cardinal sin nowadays. Who did a what now? Wow, Yar. There's bad taste, and then there's just... whatever that is. I'm kidding, we're all entitled to our wrong opinions. Anywho, I hope everybody is doing well today. I think I already said that, but my brain is all over the place. It's not that you hate it, it's that you're tired of hearing it. Huh? Am I right? Am I right? Or am I going to get an close enough? Okay, very much. Okay, I can respect that to an extent because I have songs like that, but... How much? Well, the... Ooh, hello, hello, hello. There we go. My mic did the thing. I don't know, I'll probably make it a low goal. I'll probably make it a low goal when I do the donathon, but I'll save it for the donathon because I have no idea what I'm doing for redeems for it. So, May o'clock. Mid-May, I think. Actually, how far can you reschedule your affiliate anniversary? Does anyone know off the top of your head? Affiliate anniversary settings. We're just gonna look. 2 weeks. All right. Bet. So it's gonna be mid-May, even though my affiliate anniversary is May 22nd. Bet. I get it, Yar. Take care of yourself. We all gotta take care of ourselves. So, oh my God, Minari. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. It's in May. Also, I'm not comfortable singing, so it might be a little more than 10. But it's not started yet, so don't even think about it. Uh-huh. What goes on? I don't know, anniversary was a built-in thing. I mean, it's both. Starting streaming is you, but your affiliate is built in. And you can schedule it out 2 weeks. Before or after the actual date you got affiliate. So... Minari, what did I say? Besides, thank you, first of all. Whoops, your finger slipped. Alright. I'm gonna give you a special perk right there. And, yeah, that'll be like minus 10 subs for whatever I set it at for that goal. If you're in chat at the time. Please, Fire, do not. I even told Minari to wait. They didn't. I sneezed and it just so happened to give subs. I understand. I will not read this message. What happened now? Oh, goodness. Thank you, Fiends for Friends, for the follow. I assume it's from the gift sub you just got. Oh, you did not get a gift. No, you did. It's right there at the top of the list. Uh-oh. Thank you for the bits, Tantalus. It was bound to happen. Listen, Minari, I'm not comfortable singing, but I have been trying to get more comfortable singing. But we will make Me Singing Friday a thing. It will happen, and you will know about it when it happens. And it will be terrible. well, I think we'll chat for a little bit longer. We'll let this hype train run its course, and then I will get back into the game. Well, I will start the game. I don't know, man. The Great and Terrible Friday, how biblical. Oh, good God. Also, if Minty's still here, Minty has been trying to get me to sing for... How long have I known you, Minty? Like a year? Close to a year? July of last year? So close. Yeah. Feels like I've known you much longer. You're such a wonderful person. Thank you for being you, Minty. And I'm sorry you've had such crappy luck the last couple weeks. Things will turn around. I swear. I swear. Thank you for the lurk. Oh God. A little bit of acid reflux there. Anyway, so we're going to be playing Aviary Attorney. It is a silly game. Noodle requested it from my last Donathon because she had won the role of pick a game for me to play. And I refused Hatoful Boyfriend on principle. Miguel, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. You are a wonderful being and I appreciate you. So it's like, I was singing it earlier. Once the concept of me singing it for you guys came up, I clammed up. I have to sing on my whims. I can't be performative. Does that make sense? Hype train, thank you, Minari. From the bottom of my heart, jokes aside, like, you didn't need to do that, you never need to do that. I appreciate it. But, your finger slipped after a sneeze. So I get it. It happens. I don't know. What are we doing with our lives here? My brain keeps getting off track. Bye. I always assume everyone else knows each other way longer than I came along. Keep realizing it was kind of closer than I thought. Kind of? Some I've known much longer. Some it just feels like I've known them much longer because how much we vibe. Minty I met on a whim. Do you guys want story time? Oh. I was going to ask Minty to get on call, but I think they're in a mood right now. But I can tell the story without Minty. I met Minty on an absolute accident. I did not expect. I rated them. So to get the story started, I was playing Voices of the Void during the time where I was super freaking obsessed with that game, and I want to get back on the bandwagon and be obsessed with it again, but you can't force it. You know what I mean? It'll happen. It'll happen. So I was like, I want to raid someone new. I want to find someone playing this game because I'm loving this game. Let's see if there's any cute VTubers playing this game. I'm like, oh, here's this cute green-haired girl playing this game. That could be fun. Let's go raid them. And turns out it was very fun. They were very nice. And yeah, just procedurally generated a friendship over the next couple months. Sometimes it just happens. I thought like I was gonna raid this person once and then I was gonna move on with my life. Oof. Lucky for you. Well, no, like, I definitely vibed, or I wouldn't have stuck around for you to stick around. Hey, Rays, I hope you're doing well. Holy crap. So I've been stalling, but I think we're just going to get into the game. I think El Hype Train Stardo has dipped into the shadows. Thank you again for everyone who participated in that hype train. Thank you for the 10 gifted Minari, and thank you for the 100 bits Tantalus. Freaking clouds, dude. I like that. Excuse me. What's going on? I think we should start playing, because, like, I've kind of been expecting a raid that hasn't come. I feel like yeah, we'll start the game though, because if I keep, it's like the smoker syndrome, right? The second I start doing stuff, the raid will come in. $5 to $10. Oh yeah. I guess I don't like. I've had some bad experiences with like Temu and all that, but like, point is sometimes a nice simple purchase can be nice, right? Delay your gratification by a week or two. Sorry, I had an itch and a little bit of a allergy flare-up, so I was rubbing my eyes and then I ADHD'd out a little bit. So yeah, Minty's great. Minty's good people. You know what, real quick? We are going to shout out Minty. And we're going to do a clip shout out for Minty. Because why not? They deserve it. They deserve a lot of support. They deserve more support than they would ever ask you for.
Dunzo. Back it up.
Oh, that's your old little model. You're playing the... Yeah. That's fitting time with the story, right?
Cut all of that crap.
Yeah, I didn't catch this stream. I didn't know you were singing and everything. I love that, Minty. Minty, other than your clothes, never change. Yeah, no, I bet. I can't believe you played it for 4 freaking hours. Up, mowing the grass. So I don't know how the stream is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to fuck with the game or if I'm going to fuck it up. If I like it, we'll probably try to finish it in 1 or 2 streams, because I heard it's like a, depending on your completion level, it's like a 4 to 6 hour game. But if you try to be a completionist, you can get like 10 hours out of it. I was gonna stream early and try to finish it in 1 stream, but shit happened. Today was a weird day. So, yeah, so after after this raid that's finally coming. Because, like, oh my god, it's Pinster W glasses. Who would have ever seen that coming? You got a little into your let's wait for Cage to stream delay, didn't you? Magus, thank you for the follow. We're gonna greet you properly. Heading over to my raid screen. Nigo! Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Shouldn't you be asleep? Time zones and all? Not that I don't love you here. Alright. Raiders, welcome in. Pinster, you don't think I didn't see you coming, because I definitely did. I say this a lot, but obviously this time I mean it. Oh, but we got your crimes. We got your crimes right here. What do we got? Is it working? It is working, but I'm not an OBS for some reason. Rage quitting League of Legends game during an ARM because someone wouldn't trade you Teemo, and then a reference to Epic the Musical that I put in there because I couldn't think of another crime when I was adding crimes in there. But if you didn't know that reference, that's your crime. All crimes are alleged and unconfirmed, as it says on the bottom. I hope the rest of Artopia went well for you. I know it did. But, you know, I'm not supposed to be friendly to you till I finish the whole shtick, but you know what? It's you. Everyone knows I know you. Alright, we got your video evidence here. I have scouts everywhere, and they have captured probably the most heinous of crimes ever. Are you ready? I hope you're all prepared to see this.
I was so happy when he
It is.
perished. It's not going to be the case for our other Digi.
It was you celebrating the death of Vadamon, wasn't it? Hello? TV, go bye-bye? My tech works, I promise you. The starlings just slack off sometimes. Hello everybody, welcome on in. Thank you so much for coming in here. You could have raided anywhere, you chose to raid here. I appreciate it so very much. Seriously, sincerely, I do. To those of you who don't know me, I'm Cage Nightwind. I'm a variety streamer. I do gaming, art, and sometimes co-working. My tech works. Yeah, shut up, Ronan. You chasing Pin with an axe all over town. You ham. Anyway, I am Cage Nightwind. Yes. Yes. Okay, so today we're playing Aviary Attorney. It's a silly little game that Noodle suggested when they rolled to pick a game for me to play on my last donation drive last year. We have here another shout out for Pin because they deserve nothing but the best. Oh, look, you're fixing the boat for Yar. How cute. Oh, yeah. They're all... nice tie-in, Tantalus. You know what? You're practically co-starring that stream, so why don't I get your crimes here running? Just the paper crimes. No clip shout out for you. What do we got besides being a slime? Repeated harassment by playing Never Gonna Give You Up on a boombox in public, and spending too long cleaning the science lab in order to procrastinate doing actual work. That sounds like you. Both of those honestly sound like something you would do. You know what? Sure, Nico. Just because Pin rated it in here and you're in here and you're never in here because of time zones, I will get you. I will get you with the records. Retro Neko Art. What do we got here? We got hanging 2 blinking LEDs in a bedroom doorway and playing Torador March. 5 Nights at Freddy's Prank. Got it. And recycling donathon goals across multiple fundraisers and never completing them no matter how many times they're met. I mean... That one might be taking a little stab at myself, because I've still not done my lore video. Minty, you're not allowed to launch Heartopia. You're gonna give me FOMO. Yeah, I know. It's my stupid my lore video because I haven't been feeling up to drawing an animatic. So that one's totally taking a jab at myself. A couple of those crimes in there are definitely taking a jab at myself. But you know what? We vibing, right? We vibing. I'm gonna go lurk at this person's stream, and then I think I'll get going on the game. Yeah, I'm supposed to say if anyone coming in on the raid has to do anything, like eat, drink, take a nap, take a bath, watch a movie, play Heartopia, lead a rebellion to take over the world, you know, anything really, as long as you don't involve me in that last one. So yeah. I'm terrified. I tried to find Bean Boozled actually last time I did the donathon, and nobody was freaking selling it in my area, and I didn't want to order it online. Hardly scratches your name off the. It depends on the drive. It depends on the drive. Like taking over the world, maybe not. Taking over, you know, like a company, maybe depending on the company, count me in. Take over a backyard. I mean, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Especially on Mern Fog stream that one time where they were doing that word association game that I always forget the name of, and backyard kept coming up a million times, and we couldn't come up with the actual right word it was looking for. Okay. We are now going to check out the game now. We're going to check out Aviary Attorney. I'm not entirely sure what I can expect, but this has been a long time coming, and I will make sure the VOD is good for Noodle. I don't think it's either one of those, but it might be Anomia if it was one of them, because Taboo doesn't sound familiar. Let me see. No, it was it's an online game. It was like you type a word like party, and it would tell you how close to that word it was. Like it'll say, oh, it's got a score of 5, so it's actually really close to the word party. That kind of thing. It's a conceptual game. Maybe Samantha? I'm not sure. No, I don't think it's that. I'll have to check. It's very similar to Samantha, actually. I just looked up what that is. It's the same concept, but a different game. Okay, we're gonna first of all, can you guys hear the game when I do that? Can you hear the options clicking? I did have to set this up with window capture. No, you cannot hear the game. Okay, thank you. I know why. I actually know why, and I can fix this. That's why we check things. Okay, now do you hear it? Yeah, okay, cool. When I was troubleshooting and trying to fix it, I ended up turning off the audio capture. Normally, the audio capture is built into my game capture, but I had to use window capture for this. But at first, the window capture wasn't working, so I disabled it and the audio capture. And then when I figured out why the window capture wasn't working and turned it back on, I forgot to turn the audio capture back on. There you go. We're now going to hit new game and see where this journey takes us. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Rorgrail or whatever. Dead frog, no! Is that Monsieur Greenwee? Oh mon dieu. Alright, we won't do the cage French accent. Dame Cataline, what have you done? Froggy, no! Oh my god, it's a cat too? Not Frog from Frog and Toad. It did look like Frog from Frog and Toad. Sparrowson. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Not frog from Mern Frog. You can't say that. Yeah, let me find it. It was when the game launched, but I'm not going to launch the game on stream. So let me look it up real quick, because I want to do them the justice that they deserve. Where is Aviary Attorney? Art inspired by 19th century caricaturist J.J. Granville. Where was it? One Man Stands for Justice. With art by 19th century. It said it was inspired by a specific artist, but whatever. Also, I like that they had a mature content warning on the game. I appreciate that. It actually has depictions of murder, morbid situations, and alcohol abuse. So, there you go. But I forgot to read that before the frog murder happened. Frick, I have to be DG level 16 to finish this quest. Yeah. It's gonna be a trick, Ronan. Good luck. I believe in you. Also, hi, Annie. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm sorry. Flashbacks to dissection in school, right? Oh. Well, look who finally decided to give it up. Get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon? Ugh, too early for worms. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. You know, honestly, I'm glad. And we didn't do that. You know what I got stuck with? Ow. I got stuck with sharks. We did those little I don't remember what they were. Very small sharks. Those really tiny, like fish-sized ones. Instead of frogs, for some reason. I would have rather it's been said, no, we don't abuse animals here. Damn, that's good, though. Like, hella approved. Not even gonna lie. Leaves. I love that. I guess you turned over a new leaf. I'm so sorry, Ronan. I am so sorry. Business. There's a letter. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it. I don't know why they're French and I gave him a British accent. I guess he just looks really posh. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She did not commit? She is being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yeah, I try not to. Some exceptions. I hate mosquitoes and moths with a burning passion. They don't belong on this planet. They offer nothing constructive that couldn't be replaced with another type of bug. Common moths. I know those big, beautiful moths, but common moths I cannot stand. House moths, whatever they're called. Don't know, I have an irrational, and I fully admit it's irrational. Thank you for the follow, Sefi. You're at level 99. You are the greatest. Yeah. It is an irrational disdain. I fully acknowledge it's irrational, but I can't do anything to turn it off. Yeah. Yours sincerely, Senor Pertois Demian of the Demian. Meow, meow, meow. I know enough French to catch that. Thank you very much. That's a cat meow joke. Spiders, I have neutrality with. Spiders, I have a neutral relationship with. I do not like them, but I understand they have no problem with me. So I try not to have a problem with you. Oh, maggots, gross. We don't bring up maggots here. I know your first serious client in months. Not just that, the Demyal estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even we cannot do much for Dame Cataline. His lordship would still reward us for our efforts. Wow. So I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Nope. I won't even say their names. They're so gross. Yeah. Proud of you, C. You're doing great. And I have a bad story. Oh, don't tell me the bad story, Ronan. At least not here. Alright, since this is a community game, it's a shame Noodle isn't here. But if you guys would like to pick my options on some of the decisions, I'm more than happy. I don't think this choice matters, unless it's going to be one of those funny automatic game over things. Of course. I mean, that's what I was leaning on. Nope. We have one of course, one nope. And one more vote, otherwise... Well, Ronan seems very determined for me to pick nope, so I'm going to honor that. But, Ronan, I will say this. If this leads to a joke game over and we just restart the game, then I will refund your backseat permission. Nope. I think not, Sparson. The fate of a fat cat bourgeois is none of my concern. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon already. What? With all respect, Falcon, we've been doing nothing for the past 2 weeks. Anything would be better than another day of thumb twiddling. Still. Come on, let's be productive members of society. Ronan, I will commit. I will commit. You don't need to redeem it again. I will commit. But again, if it game overs... No. I've made up my mind. Okay, fine. Can we at least play some cards to pass the time? Now there's a marvelous idea, but what game? We don't really have enough players for Tap to Rock or Sego. I know. There's this game I learned at university called Jacques Noir. That sounds dubious. No, it's a real game. Let me tell you how it works. You draw cards from this deck to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. Call it if you want. How did I not realize it was blackjack till he explained the rules? That's good. Deal me in. Oh my god, we're actually playing blackjack. Even if it's a game over after this run, and your backseat permission stands because it led to this. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I'll allow that, Neko, don't worry. Who knows? Hopefully not. I swear to God, I knew that was going to happen, you bitch. What do you think? Are you getting the gist of it? Yeah, I think I've got it. Not quite, let's play again. Because I feel robbed by getting the fabled 16. Getting a 16 in blackjack is like a fate worse than death. Ooh, 9. 15. I hate everything. Fine, I've got it. Alright, now we can make this interesting. How do you feel about a little bit? He's gonna make me take the case. What did you have in mind? 1 franc per round? 2? No, I was thinking of something else. I'm intrigued. Go on. We play 1 round. If I win, you have to take it. Yep. What do I get if I win? You must... Alright. Alright, guys. These are the big shots. Paycheck is what I was thinking of anyway. So I think I'm gonna go for that one. That's 2 for money. 1 for vow of silence. I think we're leaning on the money because I was already leaning on the money. Paycheck? Okay, we're doing the paycheck. You must give me 50% of your paycheck for this month. That sounds fair? Great, so it's a deal? Sure. By the way, what's 50%? Absolutely nothing. Hey, I'm not paying you that little. No, I'm not saying that you pay me diddly squat, but I recently had to switch to one-ply toilet paper. One-ply, Falcon? We can talk about a pay raise later, but for now, let's just deal the cards. I'm gonna begin to wonder if this is rigged. I can almost guarantee you this is rigged. It's gonna give me like 17. And if I hit, I lose. If I stand, he wins. Oh, fuck you. Let's go again. 2 out of 3. How's that American proverb go? Don't hate the player, hate the game. That was that was not written in 1840. Ugh, this is my punishment for gambling on a made-up card game, isn't it? Fine, we'll take the case. I love it so much. That's so dumb. I love a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. No, I agree. Oh, but I better file away Senor de Meow's letter first. One moment, Falcon. I can't hit space to progress the dialogue. What a sin. Courtois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol, like this. Boop. Boop. Ooh. I like that pause sound. Oh, I am going to be entertained. Hello, Ruin. It's good to see you. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again? I recall you losing at the New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he is carrying at any time by clicking the wallet symbol. 20 francs. To be frank, that's probably not a lot. Hey-oh! We so excited. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location, name, or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Because you're not in here that often, Ruin, take a shout out. Slay the Spire 2. I still haven't 100%ed the story of Slay the Spire 1, so I'm in no rush to pick that up, but it looks amazing. The sign on the door reads the Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail. For centuries, the infamous concierge prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the concierge prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Aha, the concierge. Is that just pronounced concierge and I'm just adding fancy letters for no reason? No, I was right. Okay. Okay. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. Also, I heard those little meows. That was cute. What the frickety frack? Ugh. Okay. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. Clark. Oh, I love their name. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Catherine de Meow. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. Ah, my papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Miao, I presume? You've arrived. The fantastic lawyer Monsieur Falcon and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. Yeah, I assumed this sorrowful time was coming, Neko. I know it's late for you. Please, have yourself a wonderful rest. Thank you for coming by on the raid and staying a while for the game. The VOD will go up if you care enough in this silly game, but till such a time, please have a wonderful night and rest well, okay? You take care of yourself. Alright then. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available on such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. You fuck. You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Damn the fire. To fill us in on some details, your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and Papa had arrived at Chateau Criniere, the home of great Baron Roguel. I probably butchered that name. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. I don't know why they're this when we're... Just run with it. I can't do 500 different French accents. I can barely do one. But I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. Tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Bam, bam, bam. A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. Please continue, Dame Cataline. Adigal, I'm glad you're enjoying this. You can thank Noodle. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Monsieur and called for help, and the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. Papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Cataline. Who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and Papa. My dearest Maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roguel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Kilane, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, and you know he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinio, the man with the camera. He was only there for a little while. To me, it sounds pretty cut and dry that it was Monsieur Robitio de Robinio. Or someone took the photography session as a clean-cut alibi, and it was her father. Then her father hired us, hoping we would be incompetent and get her convicted instead of him. I've cracked the case. Did you see anything suspicious? Don't be suspicious. Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. That's us starting in about 5 minutes. Thank you in advance for your patience, Madame Cataline. Wait! Falcon! You missed something of huge importance! You forgot to thank them for the... pipe train! No, I already did that, Sparrowson. I did? Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak, served perfect bloody rare. Glorious! Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. It's going to be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine, fine. Red... Oh, I love how on the nose this game is with its humor. I can't. Oh my god, I love it. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery, even for the steak. Aha! 'Twas to frame her, so she had bloodied paws. And it would look like she's the one who killed the frog. My story, all of my evidence, all of my planning, all of my theory crafting, it is coming together, including the steak being relevant to the case. I'm a genius, don't you know? No, you would think the great Baron of Chateau Crinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. So was the Baron. That is a little peculiar. Is there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have 2 tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinier and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinio. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? Of course, Cataline. I believe in justice. No, honestly, I believe her story. Of course, Dame Cataline, it's our duty as lawyers. And as gentlemen. Who have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you. Thank you both. I do think that it's either my theory or it's absolutely her, and everything else in my theory is true. Dame Cataline. Montreal Grenouille and Baron Roguel. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. The name could use a little work, though. Barrison has started compiling a Facebook. Yar. Welcome to Facebook. Bertrand de Miel, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Well, I can't wait till we meet more people. Good God. No. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. You're gonna compliment, actually? Well, I'm used to being back-seated, okay? Backseat pronunciationified. I know there's some names I've been butchering, and then I know there are other names that I've probably been doing decently well. But French I have a decent understanding of pronunciation on, because lots of exposure. The game automatically saves at the start of each new day. Ronan, you get a compliment. You made a good call hitting no because I got to play Jacques Noir. No, Chateau Crenier, yeah. Ronan, you're a good slime, and I'm glad that you have a bleeding heart. For animals. I'm tempted to not allow that in, Ronan, because while I understand the joke, I don't want Automod to think that kind of language is okay. Because it will absolutely tell Automod that that kind of language is okay. Even though you've made this joke before. Thank you for the offering, Star. Alright, I'm going to allow it, and then I'll go back into Automod later and tell Automod, no, that's not okay. There we go. Problem is, I don't remember how to do that. So we'll just bonk racists as they come, I guess. You can also make a quick save at any point by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking pause. Oh, yeah. We're going into ads soon. It'll be a minute and a half, and we'll get right back into the wonderful, wonderful action. It was a yawn. But thank you. I think we should we should head to Studio de Robinho. Although I should wait because we're in ads. You guys want to yap while we're in ads? You guys enjoying the game so far? I know I frickin' am. I love its humor. It's great. I'm actually not being sarcastic, even though it sounds like I am. Do 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 do. I mean, is there really anything else in World Star but to fall asleep to a stream you're enjoying? Sounds nice. When it actually gave me the evidence of red herring, I lost my shit. This game is a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, but just seriously enough, and that is my favorite type of humor. One of my favorite types of humor, I should say. Like, Little Guardsman was much like that. By the way, did you all see the wonderful art I commissioned from Pin? We have time, right? We got 20 seconds. They finished it on stream today. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-da-ba-da-do-do. Well, to be fair, I specifically ordered just a bust, and I said artist's choice of coloring because I wanted to support them, but I did not want them to have to overwork themselves. So I expected it to be done quickly, but I'm still extremely happy with it. Let me find it. I know I saved it in my gift folder. They drew my D&D character. This is them. Pin always does amazing work. And I'm absolutely in love with this. Okay. It is, right? They are absolutely amazing. Pin is cracked. Also, hi G. Good to see you. Pin is absolutely cracked at R, but we already knew this. This is the new me, by the way. I will be streaming as Casey Shore from now on. Alright, so we're going back into the game. I'm kidding, we're not doing this, by the way. We're not playing as Casey. That'd be funny, though. Alright, we will now head to Studio de Robinho. Robinho? Is that better, Yar? Alfierce would be cool, though. So, is this the studio of the famous photographer? Shh. Oh, this is, not is this. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. Ahem. Sparrowson's voice consistently changes. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Rabitio de Robinho, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. Victoriano full boyfriend. Fuck off. No. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Who thought it said autistic? His autistic whims. Hi, Kyra. Kyra, did you see the art that I posted in our D&D group? I just shared it here on stream, too. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Noodle picked this game out. Alright, I don't see the harm. Here, I'll put it up on screen. He drew Casey for me. Here, let me enlarge it. I commissioned him to draw Casey, just to bust up. Water. Extremely. Very happy with how it came out. Anywho. Nope. Doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should... Alright, this is another one for chat to vote on, but, like... No backseat permission overriding it. One from a 6... I got 2 votes to break in. That would be funny. Stars. Yeah, there's a doubt the place. Alright, thank you for the watch streak, but I do not acknowledge that. I was this close to timing you out, Kyra. Just know this. The only thing that stopped me was I didn't want to accidentally do it for 2 minutes instead of 2 seconds. Be crime do gay? Okay, we break in. We should break in? What? Are you serious? Maybe? Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought the man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in bird Jesus' name was that? The song. You said you wanted to break in? I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something, I will say. Yeah, I noticed that, Yar. I just turned it down and it's still a little loud, but that's classical for you. Good lord above here. Swanky? I was gonna say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. I know I'm a little tired, but this game is tickling me in all the right funny bones. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest, and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X. Oh my god. It's literally bird, Phoenix Wright. I see a bourgeois progress in profile. Ha 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 ha. Birds have bones. Stars, they're just hollow, like my soul. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. Okay, man. This appears to be a photograph. A photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps? It looks more like a step ladder to me. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. This is a photograph. Why do I keep... Look at this graph! You're not my real ladder. Help, stepladder, I'm stuck. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Ugh, terrible. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me, how illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings. It's cool, we're lawyers. Yeah, honestly. Okay, we got 2 votes. We got the middle one and we got the lawyer one. First one, okay, 2 for the lawyer one. Anyone else? Three, 2, 1. Okay, we're going for lawyers. It's okay. A recently passed amendment allows for proportionate amounts of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence. Yeah, flashes the attorney badge. We're lawyers. Ivy. I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials. Thank you for the hydrate V. I need it. I'm reading a lot. It sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice comparison. Select an area to examine. A lighthouse? No, wait. It's a man. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, it's a black smudge, Falcon. Thank you for the 30 stream streak, G. You're incredible. V, you're a very considerate person, and I appreciate that about you. My brain kind of lagged for a second. stay true to yourself and stay awesome. You haven't missed a lot, I promise you, Star. This is the first case. All you missed was me saying no, I don't intend to, Holy shit, this music. All you missed was me refusing to help her, and then we played a game of Jacques Noir. It was blackjack. And wagered on if I should take the case or not. And it was rigged. I don't intend to holly shit. Oh. Yeah. Alright, that's all the paintings, I think. Ooh. Illusion of choice. It was even worse than that, Star, because the game was rigged. Like, mechanically, it was rigged. I think even the tutorial on learning how to play was rigged, because the 2 games I did, I lost miserably. And then the main game where we actually wagered, oh, was that one rigged. I ended up with, like, a 12, and then it gave us a face card. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could. But we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. A chandelier. You should get one of those for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. Hey, Falcon, look! What? It's just an easel? No, look what's on the easel. Oh, wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. It's a giraffe! No, it's not, but still, it's a goat, probably. Yeah, that's, Dame Meow. Is it a llama? I think you're right, it's a llama. I'm a fool. It's Cataline de Meow. Yeah, that was, Patois de Meow. Whom I think is the culprit, personally. Alright, let me close Facebook. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Cataline. I think that's Seigneur Patois, Cataline's father. So what shall we do? Do we just take this? We've come this far, we may as well borrow it. Is there anything else we need to do here? I think that was the game telling me that there's nothing else to do here. Because I don't think there is. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Dramatic music. Uh-oh. Oh, mon dieu. What happened to my door? Alright, guys. Drawing wind? Okay, so we're leaning on lie. We get 2 for lie. 2 for lie, 1 for truth. Seems like at most we get 3 votes on these things. Oh, we just broke in, sorry. Don't change your answer just because you feel bad. What do you actually want, Star? I'm curious how ridiculous this is gonna be. Okay. If you're okay, fine, Ronan. Jeez. Well, Monsieur Robinho, it's like this. You see, we're attorneys who have been hired for the purpose of... Raven! A raven did it! We saw the whole thing! Bite me! Rigged. What are you doing, Sparrowson? I've got this. I'm not going to jail because your conscience is acting up. Nobody's going to jail, just take it easy. Ugh, damn ravens, they're always after our shiny objects, am I right? Yeah, that's right. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right. Let's go. Rigged! Rigged! Not bird stereotype. So real. Now I guess we're heading to Chateau Crenier. Baron Roguel resides. Yeah, impressive. Hold on. This dog can't catch a break, and by that I mean he's always got something to bark at when he's trying to go out, and then he gets distracted and has to come back in. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crenier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Sortant. Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving. I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? I was gonna give 5. Why don't I have the option to give 5? £10. Nothing. 1 for 10, 1 for nothing. What do we get? Do we have a tie maker or a tiebreaker? Did you get enough for me? You're a tie maker. Sorry. I am a loser. What can I say? But did you know? Oh no, everybody has gone live. Can you believe it? C'est not magnifique. It is, monsieur. I see you all typing. Give me a second. No, I mean, maybe it'll be worth it in the end. Trust. Dussy. Please. Yeah, I mean, obviously, no. Give the 10 francs. Here you go. Stay safe, madame. Wow, bless you, messieurs. Bless you. Hee. Alright. Yeah, sneezing in the background of my house. It wasn't me. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. I know, right? What am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend. Please tell me my mix-it-up didn't break again already. By the way, I know the answer to that is yes. Obviously, my mix-it-up has broken already. I will relaunch it, and I will... I don't want to ask on the Discord. I don't want to ask on the Discord because, like, they go through a lot of criticism. But I just legitimately want to ask a question. Alright, let me redeem one for you, V. Random OC fact. Boop. Oh, Junk Boy. Love that guy. Let me refresh my shit. Although it does seem like they're still working, but not the follower for some reason. Refresh. Fresh. 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 Goal seems good. Labels. Fresh. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. There we go. There's Dreams Noodle hasn't eaten? Oh yeah, Noodle versus Junk Boy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Junk Boy. Yeah, that'd be an interesting meeting, lore-wise. Cool. Anyway, what am I doing here? Let's get business. We've got business to attend to. Okay. Why is this man playing Zenless? All right. Bum, 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 bum. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Clunier. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rogueil must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories. Who is being cheeky? Oh, hi, Violet. Thank you. Thank you for the resubscribe, Violet. You never have to do that. It's always appreciated, and you're kind of cool and awesome and everything. 22 months is insane, by the way. 22 skidoo. If y'all like ASMR or just nice people, you should check out Violet. I wouldn't be streaming without them, probably. They encouraged me to finally start. That's like a whole year, I know. Where did the time go? I don't know. It's insane. But here we are. It's insane. It literally is insane. Like, I'm not just saying words. I was just stretching so it sounded insincere. I keep thinking about that. It does not feel like it's been 2 years. Thank you so much for not only being a founder, but for always resubscribing. You haven't missed a month. You never have to. You're barely even here. Like, to utilize this subscription. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean you're busy. And, like, you have no need to be constantly re-upping that sub, but you do. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're cool. But you already knew I felt that way. Now, factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads, the Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we'd like a word. Oh my god. I might have paused it during an art stream and forgot to unpause it. I might also raise the price on it. No, it's still there. It is active. I actually might raise the price on it though. But for now, yes, it is there. Barrison, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. There's a reason I'm going to be raising the price. Okay. Alright. Yeah, bite me, Yar. Yar has redeemed DJ Rambles with the topic of rats. Definitely not flexing because Violet was here. Okay, so... Rats, they're furry and forlorn. They live in sewers, laugh in sewers, and their lives are torn. I love him, Okay, I won't be quoting the Rats musical from Hey Arnold, it doesn't matter. Rats are cool little creatures. They get a bad reputation because they carry death and disease, but they're also smart, sweet, intelligent. They do all sorts of cool stuff. I believe there was a rat that was like a professional landmine locator. Like, I don't remember the exact, like, he found old landmines from the war and helped people disarm them so they wouldn't kill people. Rats are really smart. I don't really have a lot of knowledge of rats besides their... Oh my god, besides, you know, that they are cool, they get a bad reputation. Somewhat for a good reason, but like domesticated ones or ones that aren't like starving and rabid, they're pretty cool creatures and they're adorable. I love them. Love them so much. You know what? We're gonna join the Nini rave because I also have a sub to Nini right now. There we go. Yeah. So birds are pretty cool. We love birds in this house, but that one wasn't officially redeemed, so I'm just gonna talk real quick. I don't know deeply as much about birds as you might think, but I love them and I always love learning more about them. That's pretty much it. Okay, see ya. Ads are starting soon, by the way. I kind of used the ad counter. Yara, I was actually going to give you a refund till you asked for it. You know what you're getting with the DJ Rambles. It's a mixed bag. If you redeem something really simple and nebulous, I'm not going to have a lot to say. Tangent on birds was after your time already expired, you little bish. I just didn't leave the screen. Alright, we're in ads, so we're gonna yap for a bitty bit. But, I mean... Okay, so... Where was my brain? Right, we're just talking because we're in ads, and I don't want to push the game while we're in ads too much since this is a story-based game. But also, comma. You are all cool people. I really wanted to get this done in one stream, but it looks like it's going to be 2 or 3 streams, and that's okay, because I am enjoying it. I am very much enjoying it. The humor is on the nose. It's great. Birds, it's where we're at right now. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I guess we're getting started. Back with the game now. There's been so many distractions, but that's streaming life, right? Goodness, the pompous music is back. I know. It's kind of weird. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Roguel, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? Technically. Not quite. I am private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. You know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? They watch me flick. Watch me, JJ. Blue and yellow. Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. Ooh, you threw out the business partner. No, he's gone. It was you. Book him and cook him. Cat flambe. I suppose you, messieurs, will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the murder garden through the back door. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, the third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident. I gotta tell you, I held my breath for that entire pause. That was painful. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Good thing we stole it. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. There's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So, where shall we go first? I do hope none of you heard that, but pardon me whether or not you did. I would like to see the garden. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain. Hey Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah. You know that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail? You want to search for evidence? Yeah, do that. That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on a horse. God frickin' damn it with the French pronunciation jokes. The frickin' ugh, terrible. Your potion entrance, what is this, Minecraft or a stream asset? Legitimately not sure, I haven't been on Minecraft in forever. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. Minecraft. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I was cringing at the pun, not asking what it meant. But thank you. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. Be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, suppose we should. No, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I mean to say is, Sparrowson, go wade in the fountain and take a closer look into the upper basin. Me? No way. If you want to go wade, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We talk about how my voice changes every other time I'm talking. Flip for it? Yeah, I'll flip this one front coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. But what'll it be, heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? I'll put on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor. Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Ah, fine. Hold my shoes. Haha. Falcon should really learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. You're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rochelle? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It's his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, yes, we've all heard that one. What? No, the barkeep says, "You've got to start coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Baron Rochelle certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. I think we're done here. Yeah, I do believe... Aha! Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died. You see any bloody footprints? Ooh, maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath. Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing here to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. I mean, that's relevant. I think we're good here. I think we're done. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Lounge. Second floor. Third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Hey Falcon, do you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Ah! Yes, are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon, and I'm Sparrowson. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhall. So, what can I help you messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know! The painting on it totally clashes with the decor! I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Worgewell just keeps it around. Excuse me, as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands because there's a hidden compartment beneath and it opens when you put the clock hands in so you can get the hidden murder weapon has been added to your evidence folder. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? No, sir. Nothing. You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? Oh, I suppose I'm a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Alright, guys. This one's another decision for chat. Because this one feels important. But if nobody wants to vote, I'll happily chime in manually and make my decision. Alright, we're making decisions. I feel like I need to pressure her. Oh, yep, and Yara agrees. Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Oh my god. Sparrowson, you can't just say that. Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and, well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask. I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. Thank you for the stretch, Sky. But, well, I suppose that habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. I see. Where to? Next big bird. Cassie! You came in at a very silly stream, but let's give you a proper greeting. Sending love from the Crescent Moon Bakery. Cassie, it's good to see you. Hello, Piggy. But, you know the drill, or maybe you don't. I was lurking earlier, and I kind of facepalmed at the skin you had on Leon. But, I also can't fault you. Leon's a wonderful man. Let's get your records out here. Saw you coming. We always have your crimes. Licking doorknobs on other planets, and... Oh my god, the recycling donathon glows crime again. I aim to please. And Cassie, may I assume that you are game for video evidence, aka a clip shoutout? Because I do have scouts everywhere. They've been keeping an eye on everything. Yeah, alright, let's go. Video evidence. Here are your crimes. Also, I hope Peak was good. Oh, jaywalking. And card planting landmines on cars. Or remote explosives, I should say. Wait a minute.
Come on, your turn to drive.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Please tell me this is going exactly where I think it's going. That's really close to one of the crimes that can actually come up on my record list. That's hilarious. Never change, Cassie. That was incredible.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, crime, bad, shame on you. Finger brush, finger wag. Shame, shame. Thank you so much for coming in here. You could have rated anywhere. You chose to come here. To those of you who do not know me, I am Cage Nightwind, a variety streamer. I do gaming, art, and sometimes co-working. We are currently playing Aviary Attorney, as was suggested from a good friend of mine after the Donathon goals. I didn't expect to love it as much as I'm loving it. It's really silly. We're not making much progress because I keep getting distracted, but we are enjoying it. Seriously, thank you for coming in here. We're going to give you another shout out because I know it gets buried by Raid Talk quite often. So there you are. Yeah. If you need to do anything, some after stream care to take care of yourself, please do so. You know, get some food, get some drink, take a bath, take a shower, take a walk, watch a movie. Whatever. Watch SpongeBob. Because, you know, I heard that's a pretty good show. Not the modern episodes, though. Do a crime. Be gay. Yeah, you know. You know, there, yeah. About to go into D&D. Oh! Here, let me go into gaming real quick, because I'm going to gush. I'm going to share something off. A friend of mine was taking commissions on stream today, and I had them do a bust of my D&D character. So, please have fun with that. Here it is. This is them. And I'm going to shout the artist out, because they deserve it. Hi, Piggy. I know it kind of resembles me, but it's not. I know Pin is so incredible. They are such a good artist. Boop. We're gonna get rid of that. But yeah, Cassie, there is a crime on my crime list that is attaching landmines to allied vehicles and letting them drive into enemy lines. And that's literally, almost literally what you did in that clip. So that's funny, and it almost made me want to play GTA 5 again, but no, let us focus, let us focus. I am going to get back into the game. Does it make it better that it was ruined? It didn't need to be got better, but it did. That actually did make it better. Because then it's personal, it's hilarious, and that is an allied vehicle. Actually, that is better. So, to those of you just joining us and anyone planning to maybe stick around and lurk, this is pretty much Phoenix Wright, except styled from old, like, 1900s art of birds. And it takes place in France in, like, the 1800s. And I'm loving the humor. It has such a good sense of humor. You go lurky now. Please enjoy your lurk, Cassie, and I assume Piggy, since you will be teaching them about D&D. Cassie, quick question before you go. Are you preparing for a campaign, or are you just learning about it for curiosity's sake for now? Because I'm excited if you're getting ready for a campaign. It is so good. I'm only in my second one. Oh, that's exciting, Piggy. Please do well. Treat them fair, but not too fair. Little chaos is fun. Fun fact, Piggy, I almost died on my first session of my first campaign. I'm not even kidding. My DM had to kind of reach with the character they were controlling to save my ass. It wasn't even supposed to be a hard fight. I just fucked up. Funny story, oh boy. Let me munch this pretzel. By the way, I didn't scale this badly. It's cut off on my screen too at the bottom of the text box. It's just the style of the game. Pretzel. So where to next, Big Bird? Well, there's only one place left, which is the main hall. But I want to wait for Piggy's story before I get too deep into it. In campaign I am running right now, it was their second session and first session ever for one of their members. Uh-oh. And I'm assuming something really, really awkward happened. Why does this game get so loud? The one whose first session it was got shot. One shot? Oh my god. Alright, so legit. I'm in my second campaign right now. Same DM. I'm running the same character, but a couple years older. Good god, that's horrible. So this is a fairy. An actual 2'1" fairy. And I took a crossbow to the leg. So after I managed to survive that, I actually went to my character's file and legit gave them a fear of crossbows. Crossbow trauma. Yes, a fairy G. My DM was nice enough to let me make a somewhat custom character as long as it was balanced. Which it is. I'm pretty much just a reskinned other class. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. Rest of the party almost got wiped, but the person who got one shot did a thing with their patron because they're a warlock. Ah, I see. Lucky. I was just a mage, sorcerer. So yeah, I was a sorcerer fairy in cloth or no armor, and I took a crossbow. I think I was at 3 HP when they saved me. My positioning in fights has been much better ever since. It's more embarrassing when you think that I come from a history of playing Fire Emblem and tactics games. The rest of them were in death saves, and the warlock was at full dead. Did you just throw them into like a high-level campaign for their first campaign, Piggy, or was this just awful luck? Listen, Star, I'm not that small. I'm like 2'1". They just rolled horribly. Oh my god. Sometimes that's the dice, right? That's the way it goes. Thankfully, our DM was playing the healer, so... Because it was a first time for a lot of us in that campaign. We had a paladin DM, so... This module is made for beginners. Oh, that's pretty much what we had. We were in like a beginner's campaign. Frozen Sickness or whatever it is. I don't remember. Lost Mine starter campaign? I don't. So I've wanted to play D&D for years, but I only got started late last year. It was my first session. I know some of them, but I don't know a lot of them. No, not Frost Maiden. It was, I'm not about to bring up Roll20 to get you the campaign name. Frozen Sick, yeah. Frozen Sick. It's just some, disease that was turning people into ice sculptures. Icewind Dale? Okay, okay. Yeah, and now we're in Witchlight, so that's fun. Very early, no spoilers. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll suggest it sometime. I'm gonna snooze these ads. See, everyone fucking knows Witchlight. No spoilers. Everyone reacts like that when I tell them, shut up. Stop reacting like that. Oh my god. I'm a fae, I'll be fine. This is a joke. Because I'm a fae that was excommunicated and exiled. Thankfully, I don't think that's become relevant, because character lore doesn't mix in that much. Shut up, Yar. God. Did you, Miss Jules, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Everyone knows Witchlight because of Legends of Adventures. That's true. No, I have a friend who watches Legends of Adventures, so that checks out. I know that, Yar. Yeah, everyone knows that because I guess that makes sense. But other people have said, like, oh, I played that. Have fun and stuff like that. We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away, I have nothing to hide. Just go, we'll be leaving. What happened on the night of the murder? Oh, nice! I haven't watched them, but I've heard nothing but good things about them. Baron Rojuel, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble? Well, we'll see, won't we? Not at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. He's totally in trouble. Of course, it could have been the handmaid. Really the only two suspects. The DM ghosted? That's bullshit. I'm so sorry. Okay, enjoy your lurk. Also, yeah, technically, I played once before, but it was a single session. So I don't count that. Also, I didn't get to make my character. The DM made me roll for everything, down to hair color. Thank you, Piggy. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Cassie as well, and anyone else who came in on this raid and just stay in the shadows, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's all good, though. Yeah. I kept my character sheet, like, for the longest time. It's missing now, though. Forever that halfling will be carrying around 50 pounds of turkey jerky. God knows where he is now. Salute. Anyway. Don't worry about that message from my bot. He's lying. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner on this hall at 6. This pot was a magnificently... Oh my god. I'm sorry, Star. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with? Alright, I'm conflicted. I don't want to rat out the housemaid, but I also want more information. Tiefling! I love tieflings. I love horned characters. Doesn't have to be a tiefling. Horned person supremacy, horned girl supremacy. We love a good tiefling in this house. Unironically. See, I don't want the housemaid to get in trouble, but she also might deserve it because she might actually be the murderer. I want information. Oh, I love that sky. Start. I hate that scene, and not because I'm a hater. I hate that scene because it is the absolute avatar of the writers of that show prioritizing shipping over the substance of the story. But I understand why everyone loved it, because it was beautiful. No, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. But I'm just giving my 2 cents that nobody asked for. But I'm the streamer. I can do that. We're running into a minute and a half of ads. And then I'm going to ask about the housemaid. I don't fucking care. We met your housemaid, Colleen Duholt. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Oh man, do we rat her out? She was super helpful. And she didn't lie. Oh, for God's sakes. We walked in on her stealing in the room where the crime happened. And then she admitted to stealing the silverware because we asked about it. But she also asked us, like, not to rat her out. But I feel like she could be a suspect, and I'm wondering if I draw too much attention to her. Will that scare her off? I know it's just a rich man. I'm worried because... This game is very loud in my ears, by the way. Star, I'm worried because... Can you hear me, Star? Do you get ads? No? No ads. No, I'm an idiot. Okay, fair enough. I don't trust it because the silverware that she admitted to stealing is relevant to the case. But I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. Why did I close that stream? Whatever. Okay. We will go back into, we're back from the ads. We're gonna keep her comfortable for now. I think I agree with Star. But She was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else? We'll be leaving. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time. Miss Belladonna. It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, Monsieur. Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon? My voice changed again. I hope so. Don't worry. If everything goes wrong on the trial, we could always just change my voice again. Wing it! Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. Honestly, I don't even change his voice every time on purpose. It's just happening, and I don't know why. Can I go back to AA offices before we start the actual criminal investigation? Well, I mean, it's trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse already. I was just... No, we're going to be late. What do you want? I'm JJ Falcon, defense attorney for... I know who you are. I saw you come by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week. Do you think you can make an exception for us? Visiting hours are over. Well, be quick. I said, visiting hours are over. Do your brains understand? Parlez-vous français? I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon. You're right. Let's continue our investigation. Yeah. Alright, Palais de Justice. We now turn to the... We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Alanis Cardinal. I had to. I was considering, do I do it? Do I commit? It's a French court system. It's perfect. Where's Monsieur Novelet? Really, Star? Really? Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Alanis Cardinal. Are you nervous, Falcon? No. Oratrice Mécanique d'Alanis Cardinal. Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum. Nope, we got this case in the bag. Look at my feathers. See? Totally unruffled. Wow, well, at least one of us is feeling confident. Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do? No, we've got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. That is Dame Cataline. She stands accused of murdering the frog. I do not believe she did it. However, you never know. Grenouille, Monsieur Grenouille. That is who has murdered. Poor frog. Indeed. Let me close Facebook. It probably was. This was bought for me to play by Dame Noodledoodle VT of twitch.tv/NoodleDoodleVT. When did this game come out? Like years ago, right? Yeah, 2015. No wonder I had trouble getting it to run on OBS. We will. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? Actually, I have a better idea. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? It's the meat bird. JJ Falcon present. The evidence, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabington present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, God. This really is a tutorial case. Alright, hold on. I have to actually legitimately turn this game down on my side. If it gets too quiet for you guys, let me know. But I am getting deafened by this game's music. And then the music actually softens. Screw you, game. Oh, Don, that's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? No! He always scored the second worst marks. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he's Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the 2nd lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Ah, here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Are all the jury present? Meh. All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Judge Bird, yeah. Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury like this. Why do I count 8? Hi. Hi, Raven. So you messed us, This case screens you, by the way. Because the victim was a frog businessman. And we're defending a cat. And when we broke into a house, we blamed it on ravens. Now, I know you're not actually a raven, but it's quite fitting. Hey, Falcon. I already read this line. I don't know why I'm reading it again. Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are SSUs. The associate judges. It's okay, Raven. Everything seems to be in order. So let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. It's so funny you say that, because I have spoken a different voice for Sparrowson every single freaking scene, and I don't even do it on purpose. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, let's see, okay, let me dig in. I choose to call the officer in the murder of the charger. Shit. Sorry, I heard a ruckus in my house, and I had to make sure everything was good. The murder investigation. Inspector Volarity to the witness stand. Inspector Volarity, please approach the stand and recite the oath. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Monsieur, no, Inspector. Please state your red name and your occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Just Volarity. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with a lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Gee, enjoy Little Void. Please have a wonderful rest of your evening. Or morning. Take care of yourself, alright? Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival? Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rogerel. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Objection. It was the blood from the raw steak, because they had no cutlery. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No, no more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws? Nobody told me that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Or did I just assume? Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. It's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Objection! Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question. Yeah, and I'm loving it. We were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid. Huh? I was gonna stick to what I know. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws? Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Wait, wrong character. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Whose blood was it? Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure? I object. This line of question is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person. Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. Screw you, me bird. This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from? The steak, of course. Dame Cataline ate a blood-rare steak without cutlery. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur? Is this true, Monsieur Ravington? Well, I am in a manner of speaking, I suppose. Steak may have been on the menu. Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well... Wait, don't I answer that, Inspector? It is a possibility. No! Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerity, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sky. Don't overthink it. I know, we actually got a jury. You are overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with, flawless etiquette and, perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork on her left and a knife on her right like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any other dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because... Zoom in. The silverware of the household had been previously stolen. Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogewell residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogewell approached us about this very subject last night. Maybe cows aren't involved like these well-dressed dandies. Ah! Oh, what a twist. Oh, I like the hippo. Oh, I don't know if that's an ostrich or an emu, but they are my everything. Look at them. They're dapper as fritterfrack. I am in love with that. What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak. Misplaced silverware. Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you that I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oh dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. This bad boy can wear over 1,000 bow ties. Fine, so be it, messieurs. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Ah, yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robinio, the photographer who attended the banquet. Will Monsieur Robinio please approach the stand and recite the oath? How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste, who is un pipe. 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 It's pipe. You may have seen my works in hip magazines La Branche or C'est Chouette. I don't care. I do care. It is Peep. I was right the first time. I doubted myself. That sounds like me. I can send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Robinio. But let's get down to business. Could you please tell us your activities on the night of murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rogeruel to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. Promptly, I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogeruel and I left. Like a true artist. Screw you, Robinson. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy of it so you could all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. Oh, it's a good thing we took the photo, huh? Oh, they're being set up. That is an exquisite... For context, you guys. You see? All my investigations have been correct this entire time. I'm a freaking genius. I am a master detective. What's that you say? This is the tutorial case? It should be obvious? I'll hear nothing of the sort. Baron Rogeruel, the lion who hosted the event. On the left we have Signor Portois de Miel, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhol, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, 2 people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is victim Monsieur Grenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Meow? Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Robinson. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That does not mean they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photographed subjects, we see a wall clock with the time at us. Please. Now why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valerity told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. You know, ads are starting in about 5 minutes, guys, so, when it happens, Cage will try not to progress the story too much. But I know there've been a lot of delays already. So, you know, maybe don't worry about it so much. Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Caroline herself. Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different from the one we borrowed from Robinho's studio. I see it too. Look at this graph. But Monsieur Robinho's photograph shows Baron Roguel. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this time... See, I thought it was her father that was hosting the event. I didn't realize they were separate people, so I meant him. But regardless, I meant the host of the party, which I thought was the father. But I still stand by everything else on my case was right. I just had some information wrong. You should just slam that evidence down and be like, bam, inconsistency. This whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed. I can't do that. Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words. No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Robinho would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. Worst case scenario, I could lose my legal license and we would be arrested for theft. Oh, well, we don't want that. No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed. I wonder if I didn't steal it, could I have gotten it for free? Probably not. Select a statement to question. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. You're gonna just see Phoenix, right? Putting his hands on his hips and doing that smug thing. Not anymore. Oh yeah, right. Let's leave that out for now, though. A mistake. Impossible. I just told you, monsieur, that camera is perfect. A perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Click on the area. This is the only thing I can prove without being outed as a photo thief. The clock in this photograph. There is something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabington. I have evidence that there is something wrong with the clock in that picture. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinier has no hands. It has no hands. The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Roguel or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must have been some kind of mistake. My camera is flawless. I had the wrong voice, too. Are we in ads yet? No? I don't want to accidentally talk over the game. No? Okay. Alright. There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error precisely where the clock's hands should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph. Edited? I am no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. I... Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created a perfect alibi. It was bare. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinio coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinio. Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille. What? No, I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise you to answer all the defense's questions. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. Claws. Did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We do not live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness, with a dog barking especially. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. We're in ads now, messieurs. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. Here's my dapper as a fritterfrack. No, that is a seal. You're absolutely right, Sky. Hello. Dog, hippo, ram, emu, small bird, funky bird, seal, vulture. I think funky bird is like some kind of toucan variant, but not quite a toucan. I feel like I recognize it, but I can't place it. Beakman, yeah, not toucan or puffin. Yeah, some dodo. It might be a dodo. It might be a dodo. Anyway, we're out of ads, so it's time to proceed. So, the clock's hands were painted on, so what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be tense, Monsieur Remington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the the photographer? I stammered because I'm nervous. Or was it Signor Portois Damiel, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Portois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rojuel deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is excuse me, a pillar of our community. He would never yawn from excessive voice acting. Monsieur Rabington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, perhaps I should offer my opinion. Baron, it's not the time for your witness testimony yet. So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation being tarnished by your incompetence. Incompetence? Indeed. Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that is fine, considering the circumstances. Very good, and I trust that the defense has no objections. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Okay. Rosemary of the night of the initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Portois, Monsieur Robinio, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Thank you, Baron. I think we know all the story from here. I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rojuel, am an honest man. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Select a statement to question. Dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind a few moments later. My housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left and called for help. Damn star. Well, can I just say this is one of the best jokes they did so far? I love this game. Ah! This will be relevant later. Wait. Housemaid discovered the pair. Baron Rochevale, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. I am so frackin' good at this game. Deductive reasoning, I assure you. And why is that? Because we have evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred. Ah, a cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and... Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself. Okay, sorry, Baron. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. You see, Falcon, that is a perfectly reasonable explanation. I would find that believable if the cigar was casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience and a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Rochevale, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rochevale, murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen. That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity. No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Remington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rochevale as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog would be trivial to him. I had food. Even Monsieur Robinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, told you. The Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. That is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests from in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. Gentry TV, please enjoy your food. And I am... oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence. His finished cigar. Yar, you're about to get timed out. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself... I already read this line. Yar distracted me. He knew that leaving at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Patois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. I know, the dramatic music is insane. This is an outrage. Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there's only one outrage here. That is, a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, garçon? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like that fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few friends. You incredulous whelp. I ought to gut you right here and now like a damn frog. Womp womp. Could someone please... Wait 1 second, hold on. I have to deliver this line perfectly. Could the guards please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. To the concierge with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add before we turn to the oratrice mécanique d'Alanis Cardinal? Yeah, well, in a manner of, speaking, well, to be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the jury. To come to a decision, I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you, I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocent. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Barrison, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocent. All I have done is demonstrate that there is significant possibility that she is not guilty. I'm not sure that I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of recent revelations, it is clear that there is an error of judgment with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao, to be... Boom, boom. Okay, too much Phoenix, right? Not guilty. Yo, F12 doesn't even work on this game. I can't even take a frickin' F12 screenshot. Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it. Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both. I'll get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon. You prove their innocent guilt after the judgment is rendered, not before. Important distinction indeed. Also, guilt does not mean fault. Heck, guilt doesn't mean I did it. It means I am willing to accept the consequences of doing it, which is a huge difference. Thank you, Ruin, for chiming in and proving you were still here, paying attention the whole time. We of the court truly appreciate your insights. I actually do. I just wanted to use one of the characters. Bonus points if you know what voice that was for which character I was voicing. I know, seriously, they really did. Oh, it was nothing. I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case. Uh-oh. Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh, wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right, I'll spell it out for you. Uh-oh, I made a boo-boo. I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand? Business? To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Roswell's cigar butt hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest. But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinio's photograph was edited. It was edited. Wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinio to paint me over Baron Roswell and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish the altering. Oh, I stole the edit. I never thought I'd see myself wanting to redo a day in this game. I thought I just wanted to get through the game, but I kind of want to get her guilty. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me. I think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebration. Here's my payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petite Sparrowson. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? So, can I just say something that might upset people that are a fan of a certain game? I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. This funny little bird game did a better job having consequences for your actions than LA Noire. Oh boy. I'm going to get canceled for that one, aren't I? No. I don't know how rigged that is. I don't know if you're expected to figure it out, or if I could have figured it out, or if it was supposed to be you truly thought they were innocent because you were relying on the Phoenix Wright narrative and this being the tutorial case and everything. I will fully eat crow, pun intended, for how much I was bragging about having it right. I was set up and led on the entire time. We will keep this narrative, but I'm not happy about it. However, I don't think we have enough time to go through the other case with how long that took me. So what do we do with the rest of our time, or do we end a little earlier than planned? Phoenix right, but Falcon wrong. Oh my god, Tantalus. If I had a hall of chat like Raven, not Raven, like Noodle did, you would be in it right now. That is incredible. I don't know if we're ending yet, Yar, but we don't have enough time to do another case. Since that one, mind you, with a lot of distractions. took me 3 hours. Well, more like 2.5 because it took me a half an hour or so to get started. Oh, but I do assure you, huh. Okay, that's one thing down. Ads are about to start in 5 minutes. You know, it's quite alright. It's quite alright if the ads run in 5 minutes. The question is, do we end, or do we play a little side game, or do a little art? Or do I just go and get myself some food and relax for the rest of my night? These are the questions that we have to ask ourselves. Game. Wingle, 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 wingle. There's also a Falcon Punch joke somewhere in there. I mean, there was no punch involved. If he ever punches or even kicks somebody, you can make that joke. Yeah, it will be. Why don't we wrap up with some... Maybe I wrap up with some Heartopia, but I don't know. I've been leaning on Heartopia for a wrap-up game a bit much, though. So maybe I play it when I get offline. Oh, dee dum dee dum dee doo boo doo. Dummy dum dum dummy dum dum. Yeah, Star, my voice is a little hoarse, but I'll be fine. You are not Foxy. Well, at least you understood. That's been like in my brain ever since. Sorry, I can't. It will not be stopped. Dummy dum dum dummy dum 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 dum. Well, we have options. I could end here. I could play a little silly demo I put on the side that I didn't have time to fit into the Bird Week schedule. Or I could work a little bit on art. Or... I had a lot of fun playing this game, though. I'm definitely looking forward to scheduling it in again. I actually legitimately had a lot of fun. Because I felt like it. Do you want the real answer? It's because I've been waiting. I had a couple bird games lined up, so I wanted to make a full themed week about it. I just had to wait for opportunity. This game and the game I'll be playing Thursday I've had lined up to play for a while now. It was fun and cute. It was getting the wrong was too bad, but good for building the tree. Yeah, no, seriously. That really took me out. I did not expect that at all. So, Here's my schedule for the week, if any of you haven't seen it in the Discord, or my Blue Sky, or my Steam group, or my Stout server. Wednesday is being moved to Friday. I had to switch that because I'm busy Wednesday. I forgot about that. So Wednesday is an off day. The cat was the murder. The Dame Cataline was the murderer. The girl we were defending. I want to restart and get her convicted, but I'm going to stick to the first case as being canon. So Wednesday will be an off day unless I find a little time. I'll stream art. Thursday we'll be playing Death's Door, which I have been waiting. I've been interested in for a while, and Kennel gifted it to me around Christmas or my birthday. I forget which, but I've been waiting to put that into Bird Week as well. Upwards Rain on Friday, I found out about a couple months ago. Florian was playing it, and I loved the look of the game so much that I lurked to avoid spoilers. That one. Because I knew I would love it, and then I bought it, and I've been waiting. And Flock Around is a demo I've been waiting after I found out about it a couple weeks ago to try out. It is like web fishing, but bird watching. And I will be joined by the wonderful Adigal and Noodle. Noodle Doodle VT of twitch.tv/Noodle Doodle VT. So that is the week for the week. The week. Think of a guinea pig. Week. I think that's just sheer coincidence. But, Noodle is an enigma. We're in ads, by the way. Yeah, Bird Week. La 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 la. La 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 la. Grind. Optimize. Adapt. Thrive. Yeah, we can leave that there. Why not? Boss, I don't know about the schedule being on the board like that. It's not a good look. You're right, I'll hide it. Noodles are usually lurking when they're in here, to be honest. If they're in here. Boss, I don't think it matters, boss. Hi, Pinster. I hope you're doing well. I hope your rest was decent. I do. I know you didn't sleep, but good rest is good rest. The kingpins to themselves. Okay, thank you, Raze. I appreciate you. Sure. Hi, Pin. Shalom, Pin. Hello. God, I didn't even notice. Congrats. Thank you, Raven. I'm gonna try to plan a celebration for it, but I really don't know what I could do. Ay, caramba. I have been given a source of stress. That is one I don't know if I can handle right now, so we're gonna ignore it. Not you, Pin. Oh, hi! Maybe we do just end. I'm not too crazy about leaving it a 3-hour stream. I usually like to aim for at least 4. But something, I don't know, maybe I will keep going. There's something stressing me out, and I don't want to let it affect my stream, but me ending early would also be letting it affect my stream. Kind of a catch-22. But me not streaming is also letting it affect my stream. You know what I'm saying, boss? No, you're not boss. Nobody's boss. I just got stuck on the persona. Alright. Yeah, and I know you're right. Grumble, grumble. Oh. I got a cute message that made me smile a little bit. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the... Thank you for the follow, the best stove. I appreciate it. I remember rating you the other day when we were playing Don't Starve together. I can't talk. Words are difficult. I hope you're having a good night or day. Time zones are weird. I apologize for not giving you a warmer welcome. I just got a message that stressed me out a little bit. I'm trying to just goose for a ba and find out if I want to keep streaming or not, because I was considering ending anyway, but I do kind of want to keep going because I like to keep my streams 4 hours. Sincerely hope you're doing well. Raise, you suck. Random game fact. Many people think you can't actually beat Slay the Spire 1, but you technically can. I don't know. I can't think of a fact when I am stressed. Let me think. I'll look at my library real quick. You know, a lot of people actually know this, but I still find it interesting. I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure 7 Days to Die simultaneously holds the record for being the longest early access and still eventually coming out, and being in early access for so long and still maintaining a good reputation. That game was in early access for 10 years. Oh, 11 years, actually. I just fact-checked myself. It was even longer. Yeah, take that as your random game fact. Fine. Well, take my whoa. Gratitude. What is wrong with my microphone? Robo Cage is coming at you. Why am I not able to type? Holy Jesus. Anyways, I'm gonna refund your random game fact because I feel like that one was kind of a dud. If I can find random game fact in my rewards queue. Reject. By the way, Ronan, I don't think you're still in chat, but I'm refunding your backseat permission anyway, because it's funny to me. There we go. Oh, P. Shaw. I'm just typing up a reply to a message, everybody, and don't worry, I'm not letting nobody bully me. Truly, I feel often that I refund the random game fact because I feel like it's underwhelming. That's got nothing to do with the exchange we had. Damn. Come inside. Damn. Da, 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 da. Where the hell is my... I want to watch Epic the Musical again. Maybe I find someone to watch a whole ass reaction to. Someone reacting to it for the first time. Oh, what a doofus. Now we're just kind of soft yapping while I'm sitting here replying to messages. I'm also thinking that Besto Offsite followed me and didn't hear a single word of gratitude I sent, so I'll have to thank them later. Yeah. Yeah. But if they did hear it, then I do appreciate it. Kit of green. See, there's this demo I done picked up of a game called Crow Style, but I don't know if I'm feeling it because it could probably take half an hour to an hour to finish, and honestly I just picked it up because it was Bird. I don't know if I'm really vibing with how the game looks to be playing. It's not my pro style, if you will. But I digress. Oops, caps lock. Yeah, let me find someone to raid into. I still need to have dinner. Aside from the fact that my brain's a little distracted. I don't want to be wasting all you guys' times, even though you all say you don't mind and you appreciate me and all that. And I believe you, but I still have my own standards. So let's see what we have for options here. Alright, we got quite a few options, to be honest. Excuse me for the big ass yawn. Oh, you know what? I have a rare opportunity. And I think I'm gonna take it. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna go right into someone playing Minecraft. Let's get that outro rolling, shall we? Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming by. Whether you came and lurked, came and left, or anything in between, I truly appreciate you so very, very much. Wait. Raids beginning, raise _4. Thank you again for Cassie for the raid. Thank you to the 10 gifted subs from earlier. I appreciate it. Thank you to Violet Spellcraft for the resubscribe. Thank you to the Best Stove and Sephiroth level 99, Megascape. I feel like, yeah, Fiends for Friends for the new follows. Please, as always, take care of yourselves and one another and have a wonderful rest of your day and night. I will read that game fact later, Rays. We are now going to run into the wonderful Firestars. She has always been very supportive of this stream. They're now playing Minecraft with their sister. She has a very different energy from the stream, but she's still a wonderful person. Please, as always, be in your utmost best behavior and represent this community well, and I will see you guys next time, okay? Take care of yourselves, and Aviary Attorney will return in the next stream of Cage Nightwind. Not next. I'm just parodying the Marvel movies. It'll come back, though. I enjoyed that. We will be finishing this game. All right, everybody. Take care.